that this works. Because at this point, nope, ain't nobody here yet. Okay, we back. I think. I was struggling. Can y'all hear me? Is it lagging any? Hey everybody. I know YouTube don't want me to be great. Okay. They can hear me. They can hear me. You can see me good? Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, so this live, as much as I love talking to y'all, I am making this live so that I can connect it to my website. There are so many people who purchase from me, and they have no idea where to start or what to buy. Yeah, it's the A5. So this video, if you are not new to budgeting, you're probably not going to want to watch this live. I'm just going to save it to share with new budgeters on my site. So let me get into it. You know, if you're new here, you stay and watch. So this first part, we're going to talk about what you need as a new budgeter, okay? So one of the first things you'll see, especially when you come into our community, are the various kinds and designs of budget binders, right? So they come in various sizes. Typically, budgeters use a size A6, which is this general size here. If you purchase from Baddies and Budgets, you can choose to put my budget binder on the front or your name. Doesn't really have anything to do with budgeting. It's just for cute reasons. Inside of your binder, you'll get 6 envelopes. These are zippered envelopes, and you can customize them with your titles. So most people put the titles of their sinking funds here. If you choose to use this as your everyday wallet, you can put your variable expenses here, which is the money you spend on a week-to-week basis. Gas, groceries, kids, snacks, eating out, whatever that is for you, that's what you will put on your envelopes. So when you order a binder, it comes with 6 envelopes, no extra charge. If you need more, you can add them on as an option. Okay? The next thing I suggest getting is a teller slip. Okay? So, this is what you use to take to the bank to tell the teller how much cash you need out of your account, right? And in what denominations. When you see people cash stuffing on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you found cash stuffing, they'll use this to break down the amount. So say my paycheck was $1,000 and I'm cash stuffing 500 of that. I'll break that $500 down into denominations. So that's how many hundreds, how many 50s, how many 20s, how many 10s. You fill that out, give it to your teller, and they'll give you the correct denomination so that you can cash stuff your envelopes. Okay? The next thing I suggest are budget sheets. So these go inside of your envelopes, and these track how much money is coming in and out of these envelopes every week. So that helps you to track your expenses. Mine come hole punched, so you can just stick them in your binder. You get 6 of these when you purchase one set. So say I had gas, right? And I paid $40 for gas. I would subtract $40 from whatever my balance was and get a new total. Okay, one of the other things I get questions about are 1K slips. So these are placeholder bills that hold the place of your larger funds. So say you have a fund and it's reached $1,000. Most people don't feel comfortable leaving that much money at home. So instead, you take that $1,000 out, deposit it into whatever account you have allocated for your sinking funds, and you replace it with the 1K slip, right? But one of the main things I suggest you purchase is some type of budget sheet, budget planner. They're available digitally in printed versions. Some people make them spiral bound. From people who sell different things, right? I personally, my physical copy, I have two forms. There's one, it's just printed sheets. It's called my all-in-one system. You can buy that one. Or I recently brought out this budget planner book. So this has 6 months of pages, including everything you need to work through your budget. And don't worry, we're going to go through these pages, okay? To give you an idea of how to use them. Like I said, I do also offer them in a digital format, so I'm going to try to show y'all that here. Let's see if I can get my tech on. So let me screen share from. Okay, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay. All right, so I can't see y'all anymore, but I'm going to show y'all my budget planners. So first of all, I use the app GoodNotes, okay? So this is the app here. It looks like this. It's called GoodNotes. So that's what I use. GoodNotes is actually free now. It used to be like $9, but up to 3 books, which is these here, are free. Okay, so I'm going to show you the planners that I have for sale. So this one was the very first one I put out. And this is the pink version of my digital planner. So once you get in here, you can pretty much put your name, and you see up at the top, we have budgeting, we have a credit section, and challenges. Okay, we also have the months, January through December. Budgeting pages are like this. So here we have a finance calendar, which you can go in and write your bills. So let's look at June, the finance calendar. So you can go in here and you can write in your days or whatever. Ooh, that's huge. And you can write in your bills. So say your phone bill, you'd want to put that here, right? So you use this page to track your bills or whatever expenses that you have. Okay. So also we have an actual bill tracker so that you can write your bills out in month form, in due date form, whatever works for you. You go ahead and add the year and the month, and you write your bills. I go ahead and put them, I try to put them from the 1st to the 30th. So as I pay them, I can check them off. Okay. Up next, we have a monthly budget. So this is an overview. Let's see if I did one for May. So this is an overview of your money every month. I take this as an opportunity to go ahead and guesstimate how much money I'll be bringing in versus how much I'll be spending. So up here, you want to add any income that you have. If you work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever, put those here. Your variable expenses, again, are those week-to-week, day-to-day expenses that pretty much change from time to time. So for me, it's gas, groceries, eating out, shopping, beauty, miscellaneous. It's different for everybody. I go ahead and guess out the totals kind of based on what I spent last month for the current month, and I total those out. I go in with my fixed expenses, which for me is bills, some retirement, my sinking funds, and my savings challenges. Those pretty much get the same amounts every month. I total those out. And then any larger expenses that I have coming up, if it's a birthday or something I really need to spend a larger amount of money on, I'll add it here. And that just helps me to subtract all my expenses from my income and kind of see where I stand on a month-to-month basis. Okay, we have the budget planner, which you see me use every every cash stuffing, right? So here you have your income, your bills or your expenses, whatever those are for you, if you choose to cash stuff those. Your cash envelopes, which you carry in your cash envelope wallet. Your sinking funds here in this top right hand corner, um, right here, and your debt and extra savings. So this allows you to use a zero-based budget and make your way from this very beginning amount, which is what you're getting paid. You get every dollar a place, and then you end out with $0. So it's not like you have no money. It's just that you're giving every dollar a home. I hope I'm not moving too fast. Okay. And up next here, I just created this page for people who wanted to see on a month-to-month basis how their sinking funds are going, how much you're adding, how much you're taking out. It depends on you how you want to fill this out. If you want to fill it out every week because you're one of those people who find yourself dipping into your sinking funds every week, then do that. If you need to do it every 2 weeks, do that. Whatever works for you. This here is a sinking funds breakdown. This goes along, this goes along with that teller slip that I showed you earlier. So this is how you figure out how much money you need from your teller. So here you would write in, let's just say, um, right? So let's say I just slapped bills on there, right? So let's say I needed $125 there, and for car insurance I needed 80. So I would grab 100, a 20, and a 5. And for car insurance, I could do 420s, however you prefer it. I would do 50, a 20, and a 10. So when it came down here to the bottom to add out my totals from my teller, I need 100, 150, 220s, 110, and 15. So when I gave that to my teller, they would be able to give me the correct amount of bills so that I could cash stuff, okay? So this page is in here. We have weekly check-ins, which is how you check in on your cash envelopes. I didn't show you a cash envelope wallet yet. I will show you that towards the end. But here is where you write how much money you added to your cash envelopes at the beginning of the week. And then you add in how much you spent here. And then you add in how much was left here, right? So that you can look at that at the end of the week and say, hey, I overspent in gas, I underspent in beauty. So going into this next week, you can do better as far as budgeting. So give yourself more money, give yourself less money so that you can get to that sweet spot. This helps you to better be able to do that, and you fill this out every week. Okay. Now we're going to go to the expense tracker. So this is what I feel like is the most but yet one of the hardest things to do as a budgeter, expense tracking. Okay. I have a really hard time with it. I'm ADHD, so I forget stuff all the time. But this is how you should be tracking your expenses. So every day, so the first of the month, if you spend, let's say you bought some chips, right? And say that the amount was $1.95, right? So that would come out of your snacks fund, right? And so as you go on, it allows you to track how much you're spending, where it's going. And once you balance your checking account, which we all should be doing at the end of the month, you can go through here and check off those expenses. Okay. So you should definitely try to expense track at least your account that you use for everyday money and expense track your sinking funds. I'm not delusional to think that people don't still use cards with this method. So at least use it so that you can pay those cards back with the correct sinking fund. Meaning, if you have a sinking fund for food, but you don't want to pay cash every time you go out to eat, keep track of those expenses here and then come back at the end of the month and check them off. So pay them back with the sinking fund, if that makes sense. Yes, definitely make sure to hit the like button, y'all. Okay, up next we have a sinking funds monthly tracker. So this is for you to sit down with your budget at the end of the month and figure out how much you were able to save within your sinking funds. So typically most people pretty much save. Once you get a good point within budgeting, you pretty much are kind of trying to grow those sinking funds. So that helps you to see which funds were either, they either grew or you really had to take from them that month. And here's the ending amount and then the difference. So that helps you to see pretty much how your savings is going. If you need to be contributing more money to a certain fund. I know some people go through a period where everything goes wrong with the car. I got to do registration and I got to get oil and I got to get tires. And so you may look at this and say, okay, well, I took $1,200 out of my car fund. I need to be contributing more money to it in the next month. So that helps you to be able to do that, as well as keep up with how much money you are saving on a monthly basis. Okay. So up next here, we just have a simple debt payoff form. You can use this for student loans, for credit cards, for your mortgage, whatever debt you have. Excuse me, my mouth is so dry. And you just want to write in whatever the debt is here. You want to write in whatever your minimum payment is, your interest rate, the goal date for you to pay it off. Be realistic, y'all. Your starting balance, and your goal monthly payment and your goal payoff date. And then every month you can go in here and put in the due date, put how much you paid, so you can pretty much see your debt and see how you're paying it, how it's going forward. If you need to be contributing more towards a debt, however that works for you. And a month-end overview. I don't use this sheet as much as I should, but it's pretty much another breakdown just of your spending and your savings. So if there are certain things that you want to be tracking, for me here in this debt section, it would be probably student loans here, right? To see how much I have paid off, how much I have left. The medical debt that I have left would also go here. For savings, if you have savings challenges and you're trying to track those and see how much you added on a month-to-month basis, it's really good for that. Okay. And then up here, if you are, like I said, a car fund or whatever savings sinking fund you're trying to track, you can look here, put them in categories, whatever your budget was for that sinking fund, how much is spent, right? Realistically, whether it was an addition or you took from it. And then you can compare it here to last month. I really like that. So you can see, okay, well, I did better this month than last month. So I need to do better going forward. Okay, and then you just have a notes page here to do, whatever whatever kind of note taking. Some people put their digital stickers here, whatever works for you. So also in this planner, I have credit repair sheets, I guess. So this pretty much goes through how your credit score is broken down, what percentage each of these items have, so that you can set goals for your score and just keep track of your credit score. That's been a big part of my journey, so I thought it would be important to share. Also here, you can go in and track your scores every month, see how you're improving, see how you're not improving, so that you can change things, better handle your credit so that you can continue to have a good score. And again, here's just another tracker. I'm a visual person, so I like different ways to see things growing or declining. It just really better helps me to continue to improve. And then here is a vital sheet. I use these every month. You guys know, if you've been following my journey for a while, that I am rebuilding my credit score. And the most important thing about disputing things with the credit bureaus is keeping track of your communication with the debtors, with the credit bureaus. So this sheet allows you to do that. It tells you, let me see here. So it tells you who you owe the debt to, right? The account number. So vital, so important, because that's another way for you to dispute it. Which bureau you're dealing with, right? And then here's the best part, how you're disputing. So if they're incorrectly reporting something on your credit report, if you're trying to get a pay for delete, if you're trying to get some inquiries removed, all of that is here so that you can keep track of what kind of communication you're having with them. You want to leave the details, leave dates, leave names, all that stuff here, and then a communication log. So if you're calling or receiving snail mail, you want to write all of that stuff here. And so if there's ever any question, you can come back and say, well, no, on April 15th, I spoke to so-and-so about so-and-so. It's just really vital to have. The screen is very, I'm sorry, Wi-Fi is not that great. As much as I can. Let me see here. Hopefully it'll clear up. Okay, and then I also have an application tracker for a credit card or loan application. So as you apply for those and you're getting approved and denied, you can keep track of it here and so on. I believe that's it. So next up, I just threw a few savings challenges here at the back. They're not any that I sell, but it's a really simple way to save, $5,000 in different amounts. If you're paid bi-weekly, you can use that one. If you're paid weekly, you can use that one. I have a 30-day savings challenge that's relatively simple to do. And I think, there's also a dollar savings challenge as well. $5. These are pretty self-explanatory. So that's the end of that planner. So I also sell a neutral version. This one is a little more in depth. So this one has a monthly breakdown. Sorry, I'm so congested. This one has a monthly breakdown. So you can also plan your days. So outside of these categories over here, which are your bill tracker, your monthly budget, all those same sheets that we had in the pink planner, we also have these weeks. So you can click in here and say it's the first week of the month. We click on week 1. So this gives you the option to use this as your everyday planner as well as your budget planner. So you can plan out your week here, set priorities for the week, to-do lists. You can have trackers for like your daily habits. This is really perfect for my ADHD people. And so you can also click from week to week up here so that you can see every week what you did last week, what you didn't do this week. And we can also go down here, go day by day. So you have the option to plan daily as well. I know people prefer the timed sheets, so I try to include that as well so that you can plan hourly. So from 6 to 11 p.m., you can plan out your day. You can also add in your meal plan. There's a to-do list. There's a little dotted section over here for you creatives who need to create and add your own thing. And to celebrate your achievements, things you're grateful for, and plan for tomorrow. I felt vital. Outside of that, there we go. So the budget planner is in essence the same. It's just laid out a little different. It's on a horizontal landscape. And you get your bill tracker. Your monthly budget is the same here. It's just broken up to 2 different pages, but in essence, it's the same thing. Your week check-in is here as well. Your month end overview. They're pretty much the same planners. They just have different aspects. This one also has the savings challenges. It has the credit pages. As you can see here, those same credit pages. The only difference added in here was goals planner. So I think it's really important to plot out your goals so you can visualize your goals, work through your goals here. There's also the credit score, and I believe that's it. So you can go to the front here and there's an index. So you can see your financial calendar from January to December. Okay. You can see your goals, your challenges, your credit, and you can click any of these buttons and they will take you where you need to go. You can also head to my shop. You can head to Instagram. You can head to my TikTok, or you can head to my YouTube. All of these buttons take you. So that's it for the planners. I hope I broke that down well enough. Okay, and the very last thing that I recommend, and I don't even have mine in here, is an A7 wallet. So that is how you carry. I'll get my niece to bring it. So that's how you carry your. Is the screen stuck? Can y'all see me? Are we good? If you can hear me and let me know. It's lagging. Okay, let me see what I can close out here. Okay, I hope that's better. Is that better? Did that help? Okay, so the very last thing I said, A7 wallet, and that is how you carry your variable expenses. Let me get her to bring me one. So when we talk about variable expenses, I think that's kind of a part of budgeting that we don't speak enough about. I feel like if you learn to budget your variable expenses well, the rest of your budget will kind of fall into place. Hey, twin. Like if you can keep your gas and your grocery budget and your spending and your eating out budget together, the rest of your budget will mesh. Okay. One of the other things I sell is an A5 size binder. I have personal stuff in here, but this in comparison to, I know people have questions about sizes. So here is A6. I mean, here's A5 and here's A6. So smaller numbers, larger binder. So A5, A6, and then the wallet I'm going to show you is A7, which is even smaller. I also sell custom laminated envelopes like these. Okay, and these are A6 size. So these fit these binders. Don't buy these expecting them to go into the larger or smaller binders because they don't. A6 envelopes. I know a lot of people do that. I'm sorry it's laggy, y'all. We have crappy Wi-Fi. But anyway, this live stream was just to show those things so that I can attach this to my channel. A7 is wallet size, yes. If it's too laggy, I'll probably have to re-record it and just upload it. But I was hoping this worked out because I still got to go ship off like 300 orders. So let's hope it's not too bad. I wish she was. I think she's in there doing something, so she can't bring it. But yes, A7 is smaller, and I do not have one in here, which is crazy because I usually have a ton, but I don't. So yeah, keep in mind, usually the larger number, the smaller the binder. So A5 is the larger binder, and so this is A7, and so this is the wallet. So A7 is even smaller. So A7, A6, A5. Okay, y'all, as always, yeah, the numbers are definitely weird. But I just wanted to put that out there. I know so many new people have so many questions, and a lot of us just kind of jump headfirst into budgeting and kind of figure it out on the way. I hope this was resourceful and helpful. I just felt like it needed to be put out there. I answer that question way too many times every week. So hopefully this one works. If not, I will be re-recording one. Laminated bill envelopes. Laminated bill envelopes. What are those? Like in my bill binder? If that's what you're talking about, maybe. I hired on somebody new. I'm working on getting them trained to help me with envelopes. Okay, so that's it for the end of that part of the video. I will stay here for 5 or 6 minutes in case y'all wanted to chat about anything. Oh, the placeholders. Yes, I do sell the. I don't laminate my placeholder. I'm not doing that. That's not my calling. It's really hard for you to get the envelopes. Oh, because you're international. Yeah, the shipping gets really expensive sometimes internationally. I get that. But if y'all have any questions for me that are budget related, go ahead and shoot them. I'll stay on here for 5 or 6 more minutes. I know it's probably laggy. I'm sorry. Yes, I will have those. They're shipped to me, so I'll have them soon. Keep in mind, sis, those are not going to be the same price as my other wallets. They are really expensive, and like they're like mirror quality. Like they come with the box with the dust bag. Like it's my friend has a real one, and I can't tell the difference. So they cost me significantly more than these checkered ones. So I only ordered like 20 because they're high. Like, and the import fees on them because you have to ship them a different way because you don't want them to get stuck at customs. It's a whole thing. But I'll only have 20, and I think they'll be here in the next week or so. I'm probably just gonna sell those on Instagram. I don't know if I want to put those on my Shopify store. That can create issues. So definitely follow me on Instagram if you are on the hunt for that LV A7. Can you add another sinking fund sheet on the yes, you go in the corner, click add page, and add this whatever page you're wanting to add. It'll duplicate it for you. So Lexi, I will have a binder bundle. We actually just put it together. I just have to get pictures of it. I've just been too busy. But it'll come with all the stuff you need, a beginner set. Hey Jenny. The money slips either come with 8 if they're if they're plain. Be on the lookout for a binder bundle very soon. Hey Jenny, I'm paying attention to you. All right, well y'all have a very good Sunday. Thank you so much for watching and being here. I'm going to post this video and hope it looks good. If not, you'll be seeing another one just like this probably tonight. So feel free to click on it and click some ads. All right. Y'all have a good day. Let me figure out how to end this stream. Bye.